we normally complain of say there are no opportunities. And there are no opportunities because there are no people who are there to give us opportunities. Yeah. And there are very few people who, when they say they give you an opportunity, they mean it. They do it with you. To the extent that they even type your CV. Yes. Or make sure who grab mergo. Abari tlisa CV. Bari tla kwa ngwana go hire type le CV. So today we are going to have conversation one of the people who really made the person who I am.
Welcome to Next Gen Conversation. As you might have already heard, that today we have a guest that's going to give us the true story, a true testament of what we believe, what we host, why we're having these conversations. As you know, Next Gen Conversation is all about facilitating economic and social economic issues to show that social and economic issues to show that they can actually coexist. And this person that we have here today, anyways, I'll let you guys wait for the moment. Captain.
How's Vivian? I think thank you for honoring the invite. The reason why I say thank you is because of we wanted to show what we have produced. Henga wena wankrea ke loko ofenejing wa mfa opportunity ya unthusa gore ke kry mmereko. I think remember I used to tell you when I started working they were calling me a run.
Yeah.
This is the person that will make sure. Well, now in terms of typing, in terms of keyboard, ushiana mara ka mokgwa shiana you must keep up there.
Yeah.
I was even I think I don't know or ke blessing or ke bolwetse na whereby you take care of community, you are always helping. We tlisitse monna le nna ntshwere therefore I shoot that. I hope that le ena etla motshwara. Be khopela gore o tlo botse batho re kwena mang o etsang o tla kae bona. Yeah, just feel free.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. William, I call you Velam. You know what? Thank you so much. And Tato, thank you so much. And thanks again for inviting today for this wonderful conversation. And it's been long overdue. I don't know how many times you've done the sessions, but thank you so much for inviting today. My name is Vivian Motshwane, and thank you again to your listeners or your viewers. I'm here to share all my stories, with the people that I've mentored and that I've groomed. Even myself, I get mentoring, back when you are busy with people. So my name is Vivian Motshwane. I'm based in Pretoria, born and bred in Mabopane, but currently I'm staying in Pretoria East. Like I've been in the financial industry from the year 2003.
Yeah.
Because prior to that, I was working for Statistic SA. So, because it's government, I just needed something that is different, that is ready to change. Then I went to the insurance industry. That's where I met Velam.
Yes.
But when I met him, he was still a child, man.
Yeah.
He was fairly young because the insurance industry where I was working, they trusted me to be in the CSI environment.
Yes.
And then we were introduced to the home where he was based in Atteridgeville. And I became the lead person to look after that home.
Yes.
My passion grew very fast because I think it's because of him. And luckily that's when I met him and the wife as well. And so when I was first introduced to the mother of the house,
yes,
I said, this is the home that we really need to try and see how we can develop those kids and make them feel like they're not, most of the homes, they treat kids as if this is a home, they don't have parents, they don't have that love.
Yes.
So I came up with a lot of ideas to say, here it's going to be different.
Right.
We tired of having, seeing kids getting, secondhand clothes, all those things.
Yeah.
So we made a plan to make sure that we have money put aside. When it's December, we used to take them directly to shopping.
Yes.
They have to go and spend and get to buy clothes like the rest of the other kids. Go to different stores, we'll choose different stores. And in the middle of the year, we'll take them to camps. Maybe in June holidays,
yes,
we'll take them to camps and then they will go and enjoy. those were kiddies who were not exposed to such, because every time when they go back to their home, it's a home.
Yes.
Unlike any child who's going back after school, they get their mummies and daddies.
Yes.
And then I grew fond of William then, because he was always wanting to learn more. He was fairly, very young, but I spoke to my manager then. I said to him, can we allow him during school holidays? He didn't want to play this one.
Yeah.
So he didn't want to play that. And I'm like, okay, during school holidays, I won't take my leave. Let's allow him to come and be a runner.
Yes.
That's where the name came from.
Yeah.
Then he will come and...
Wait, did you say he was a runner?
He was a runner.
Literally running?
Very fast. Yeah.
Whoa.
Things are changing now because of technology. Then we used to have scanners. And before a scanner, it was a photocopy machine. So he will just do the photocopies, and because we didn't even have laptops then.
Yes.
We only had PCs. Then we have to be office-based and then type on your PC and all that. Then William will always just make copies for us, and the rest of the office, they started liking him.
Yes.
His personality was, that was him. Then he grew with us, and we will, because he was still a child, then we will gather and make sure that we help him with transport money to come to the office and all that. And because time flies like nothing else, he was in high school.
So to rewind a bit, let's rewind, going back a bit. You spoke about your journey of how you started in the financial industry and how you actually went to the CSI department. Did you apply to the CSI department, and what led you to the financial industry?
Oh, so when I went into the financial, I didn't even know of the financial industry. As I say, I was working for Stats SA.
Yes.
We were the first team that started census counters in.
Oh.
Stats was just developed. It came 1999 then.
Yes.
Then we were the first team to establish census. When they say count us in, we were the people that were knocking door to door.
Yes.
But I worked as a supervisor then. I saw myself doing one thing every day.
Yeah.
And I wanted something different. And there was this friend of mine who said, they're looking for some people, this insurance industry is looking for people, come over.
Yes.
And then I went there. I worked there as a data capturer for a week.
Right.
They wanted people 2 shifts. They wanted night shifts and day shift. I opted for night shift because during the day I was still working for
Stats SA.
I was just checking my... Then within a week, they said, the way you're typing so fast, you got the job.
Yes.
So then, the first time.
So what do you do now? What was the final decision? You're like, okay, no,
Yeah,
I'm
because
moving.
with Stats, we were doing one thing over and over, and it was not even permanent with the insurance industry.
Yes.
They were just saying, we are starting a department.
Yes.
So I saw an opportunity that if they're starting a department, the minute they want to take people permanent, I'll be they considered me now. For after a week, I'll be the first person to be taken should they want people that are permanent. Even with Stats SA, we were on contract because we were only starting it. South Africa didn't have a Stats SA. So it was fairly new, and that's when I said, you know what, let me go to something that I don't know, that is the insurance industry. But my parents were like, why do you leave the government? Parents, they were comfortable that you're going to get benefits and all that. Why do you even leave and go to the insurance?
Yes, it doesn't make sense to them.
It didn't make sense. This is what I'm going to do. And indeed, they did take me permanent.
So how's Vivian? Is she polite? Now I know you. How's Vivian? So thank you for telling us who you are. Yeah. And I don't think that's really an affiliate. I just want to understand so that the viewers later to understand. Yeah. How do you keep on being able to open opportunities for others? And I'll tell you why. I think she only mentioned that she welcomed within the insurance industry from an orphanage, right?
Yeah.
But she also, once I was in the organization, I started working with her. I got permanent, and then she was the one who also opened the doors for me to come to group schemes.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, yes. The Hanson said, there are people who can make you and destroy at the same time.
Yeah, yes.
When thank God she didn't destroy me. Yeah. But I want to understand how do you keep on doing it? Because you are not doing it to me only.
Yeah, I'm not.
And you are doing it to Katlate or Mother Teresa Insurance Company.
Yeah, I think
Because
I think,
both individuals and also other organizations, whether brokers, and I know you're involved. Please share, yeah.
So I think I think with you, I identified, you are one of the people, when you touch something, you go wholeheartedly. And so what happened with me, as I say, I don't like doing one thing over and over.
Right.
After 5 years, I approached my manager. I wanted to resign. They said, no, don't resign. I'll look for something for you.
Yes.
Then they took me to group scheme. Then when I moved over to the group scheme, I was the only black lady, black person, in fact,
Yes.
working in the department. That was, I didn't even know what to do, but I had to learn my way up.
Yeah.
And I was still in touch with him because we were in the same company. And I said to him, because now I'm working with I'm now working with different things. I'm with churches.
Yeah.
I'm working with unions. I'm working with organizations, corporates. So there are more people. A lot of people wanted to work with me.
Right.
Because people were very at ease, when they come to the office and all. But the work was getting too much. And I said to them, they say to me, we really want to advertise for a post, but we want a person who will, even if when you leave the company, he will take over.
Yeah.
Or she will take over. But you must make sure that you really recommend somebody, But I had to think hard. While I was talking to him, I never thought he'll even be keen, because he was studying.
Yes.
He was doing something. What were you studying? You were studying accounting science.
Yeah.
And this is a group scheme department. Then I thought, maybe let me just jump it to him. And when I spoke to him, I said, you know what, an opportunity is an opportunity. I told him what he needs to do. He did it. I said, there's 2 qualifications that you need to have for you, but those are the short courses that we need.
Right.
And a car. And my car.
The following day he enrolled. He registered and all that. And that's why I'm saying, when you give him an opportunity,
Yes.
he doesn't just take and sleep on it.
Yes,
So
he acts on it.
He acts on it. So it was easy for me, But besides, as I say, we work with different people.
Yes.
We work with a lot of people. And throughout my life, I've been with him with this company in the financial industry. Then I left. I think with him, I was mostly close to him with that insurance company.
Right.
However, because this is something that is in me,
Yes.
to motivate and drive and support. Then I resigned. But when I resigned, I was like, I've been with the industry. I was 17 years with the industry when I resigned.
Right.
And I'm like, I've been forever. I'm part of the furniture now. I want to do something different. I get bored easily.
Yeah.
Then I resigned and I opened a water purification company.
Right.
But the mistake that I didn't do research,
Yes.
to find out if the machinery, how much it will cost and all that. So most of my pension, I used most of the pension to make sure that the plant is there.
Right.
And, the manufacturing side and all that. So a lot of my finance were depleted, and then there was an insurance company that looked for me in Johannesburg.
Yes.
Then they approached me for an opportunity. I said, okay, I'm going to take it for 2 years only because I have a company. I need to come back and run my company back. But when I get there, I met a lot of Williams there.
Yeah.
but I met a lot of them, and my passion came back again.
Yeah.
I forgot that I'm there temporarily.
Yes.
Then I took over, and then I started grooming them, and it's in me.
Right.
So they always say, we want. I feel like next time we can have something like a conversation where all of them are in one room.
Yes. Yes.
Because they always say, you came into our lives and you were never selfish with information. You were never selfish with connections. Whatever that I know, or whoever that I know, I will talk about them, because it's a true reflection of who they are. I'm not lying about. I'm not cooking or anything like that. So most of them, they will say, we wish you can give us a room, a table where we can share our portfolios and tell other people. Because there are some people like me out there that are doing the most, but some of the people, they don't come back and be thankful, or don't say it. There was a lady that I mentored. So when I joined the group scheme, remember, I was the only lady.
Yes.
Then I went there. Then she had a diploma in finance,
Right.
but she was a PA. And I'm like, why are you a PA? And she's like, what can I do here? And I
Yeah.
said, okay, there are two things. William's going to do them. There are two qualifications that I want you to do. Acquire them. Then she did. Like William, she enrolled the following day. But then I motivated because I was part of the triple BEE.
Yes.
I was sitting on the committee. Then I asked the employer there to say, can we allow not only the certain people to have this qualification?
Yeah.
We realize that there are a lot of people who can study this qualification and get an opportunity within the industry, but they don't know how to go about it. You know, by God's grace, it was approved. It was approved, and she became a beneficiary. She enrolled. She did the 2 courses, the short courses. Then she comes back to me and say, Viv, I don't have a driver's license. And I'm like, that is something that you have to do. And fortunately, she took it. She gave herself a year. And after that, that was the only, a week after she got her driver's license, there was a position advertised.
And she was ready now. She had all the papers.
She had all the papers, but she's saying she doesn't have experience because she's a PA. And I said, believe.
But you know what?
apply.
I'm hearing you, and you've been saying good. Like you told him to go do this qualification, and you also told that lady to do this qualification. What are these qualifications you're referring to?
The industry, the industry-related qualifications that it's a requirement.
Right.
It's an RE5.
Yes.
That is a standard, it's a standard qualification that is required.
Yes.
For anybody who wants to come into the industry.
Right.
So, and then the RE1, it's just to top it off. It's a
Yes.
key individual, sort of a manager.
Yes.
So I said to her, grab them both, because already you've got a diploma in the finance. Yeah, unlike, so for a person who's just leaving school, they can just do RE5 and enter the space and gain experience and all that. You can take yourself way up. But with her, because she was, remember, being a PA, you're not even doing what is actually supposed to be done.
Yes.
So she didn't have an experience then. And I said to her, but don't doubt yourself. With whatever that you have, apply. She applied. She got the position. She went into that department. She worked for 6 months. Then they wanted a manager in Bloemfontein. Then she said, I'm not ready. Then I said, apply. Then she applied. She got the job. She went to Bloemfontein. Then she came back after 9 months, where she's back now. She's heading a division.
Yeah, that's proper.
Yeah,
That's proper.
So it's all of them, like they listen and not doubting that they will never get an opportunity.
Right.
So, Vivian, ke mavula o valiwe.
Yeah.
The only thing you must know, Kora, when she tells you, we're saying do it. But however, in rooms where she's at, when out there, she'll speak.
Yeah.
She'll speak for you. But at the same time, she'll attach a name to your name. At the same time, you should not disappoint, right?
Yeah.
But now we are only talking about what she has done for us as individuals.
Yes.
But orphanage, social issues,
Yeah.
because she has an eye for that. Atle maybe tshwantse Mother Teresa. Why?
a gift,
It's a gift.
yeah.
Why can we out? Because of not only you are involved, not only she's involved, or you are involved with us as individuals. Now you are involved with brokers.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
so
yes.
please.
Yeah, I want to tap into that. But before I go into that, I need to share my current, what I do currently.
Yes, yeah. I was
Yeah,
actually gonna.
yeah.
In fact, before maybe you start sharing about what is it that you do currently,
Yeah.
I wanna find out from your journey in terms of your gift. I'll call it your gift. It's a gift for
Okay,
you.
thank
you know, what are some of the painful lessons you've learned?
Yeah, that people are ungrateful, and some people they take lightly the opportunity that you give them.
Yeah.
Because it takes me to where I am currently. Because currently I have a company whereby I'm working with a team, yes, but because this is me, I went in and approached Insita. And I asked Insita to say that as much as I'm running a company, my passion is to upskill kids.
Yes. Yes.
So I need an opportunity for learners to come and they get paid
Yes.
through Insita, and then they work under my mentorship and all
Yes.
that.
Yes.
So the current what I do, because I'm still an SMME, I have partners within the industry. So I will take them and allocate them to different insurance.
Let's stay away
industry.
from the jargon. So what is SME for someone who's watching this?
Okay,
Then we
I'm
can
still a
continue.
small business.
Okay. Let's continue then.
I'm still a small business. So, as a broker, we are not known.
Yes,
You know.
yes.
So because I have partners within the financial services industry, I will discuss how I got into that later.
Yes.
So I allocate them into different companies to say, I don't want to name them, but
Yes.
there's few of them that I have managed to allocate them into different companies, and they get paid obviously on the month, and then I give them mentorships. William will come and step in as a mentor, and other mentors will do the job. However, there are some. Then I managed to get a funder who's funding the RE5 for them.
Right.
Because as much as they're gaining experience, they don't get an opportunity to. So
Do
there's
the
a person who's
qualifications.
paying that for them as well.
Yeah.
So once they are finished with their 12-month term, they will get out with that qualification as well.
Right.
It's an experience. And so I'm glad to say that some of them, they are getting permanent positions out of those partners that I have.
Yes.
But with the kids that I have, people are not the same.
Yeah.
They become groupies, and some are not really thankful, for the
Yeah,
opportunities that
yeah.
they get. Some will even drop out of the learnership, and it's an opportunity
Yeah.
that some kids out there, they really want to have that opportunity.
Could grab on it.
Grab on
Yeah.
it, and so they just take advantage, and they don't end the learnership. Obviously, it will deem that student incompetent.
Yes.
And it comes back to us, to say that Vivian is failing us.
Yes, yes.
So those are the challenges that I have, currently with them. As I say, most of them, they are still very young.
I can imagine.
Yeah, they are still very young. Maybe they think there are still opportunities out there for them.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why they're playing around. But we have some of them, because there were 12 of them. I'm only now left with 4, or some of them they've done. I had the TVET learners that
Yes.
were supposed to be with me for 18 months. Remember, they have to graduate.
Yes.
So it's an integrated learning.
Yes.
And then they get paid. So we've done their portfolio of evidence, and they're out. Within a week after they left me, 2 got permanent jobs elsewhere. Some team, they're still coming back and volunteering their services. Some are saying, SSV, we'll wait for our opportunities. It's fine. But those are the challenges it's minor challenges, and then they are nice challenges.
I love how you speak about this, because I'm looking at you and she has this smile. Like when she says this to graduated, she has this beautiful smile. You can
Thank
see
you.
that it's coming from a place of compassion.
I'm telling you.
I love that. I love that about you. But now those ones that are not able, or rather that those are deemed incompetent, how do you close that gap? What do you do when somebody doesn't finish? The program?
We try as much as we can. We work with, especially the ones that are on learnership, we work
Yes.
with their service providers,
Yes.
their learning divisions.
Yeah.
We try to get mentors for them. We try to get support structure, or we try to even go back to where they come from,
Right.
to understand the background.
Yes.
If maybe they're struggling, we come from different backgrounds.
Sure.
So some people, they just come into the opportunity thinking, I'm there for the money.
Yes.
So if you're struggling a lot, and maybe, because all of them, they do have laptops. They can even work from home.
Yeah.
They can even attend. I give them as much time as they can. We try to get mentors on board. We try to get even the learning division to see how they can support them. But if we've done everything that we can, we go back to the in-sitter, that is a service provider. And then sometimes they will even, recommend to say that, how about we give them an allowance for them to go and seek help, like counseling, psychiatrists, because some of them don't speak. They might be dealing with social issues
Sure.
that we don't know. So we even go to that extreme. But
So is there a pool where you are recruiting these learners from? Or is there anyone that wants to apply can actually
anyone, that's
do
fine.
apply?
I don't know. None of the kids is related to me. It's an open platform.
Which is now an opportunity for anchors, where anchors can be involved, because of, as anchors, we are involved within the communities. But at the same time, not just bringing them.
Yeah.
For people like me, just coming to speak once doesn't make justice.
Yeah.
I think I'm now challenged in terms of being part of the mentors, but come with a mentorship program which deals with the mind, because then I know what I'm dealing with.
Yeah.
And sometimes when they show you manner, or they show you opportunities without you knowing the process, or even not knowing how the end, because not everyone can see the end product.
Yeah.
I think being involved will help a lot.
I think also, remember the conversation that we had with Trej about the exit plan? I think that's where now it can actually come in to show that the gap is closed. But in terms of numbers, how many students in a year have you hosted, if that's stupid?
Yeah. So
Or can we get in? Because hosted, sometimes maybe capacity, or if we get involved and say, let's work, the numbers in terms, so that we can impact others.
Yeah, like how many can you manage?
Myself.
Yeah,
Remember, I
capability.
can manage just. I don't have to keep them. Remember, I have service providers that we can put them
Yes,
on.
yes.
So I can take as many as I can.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm allowed to take. I had 12 now. It was my first time.
Oh,
So that's why
okay.
they say it's the first time that there's an SMME, a small company, getting a lot of students like that. They did put their trust in me, and I didn't disappoint. So I had to apply then and give myself a break. I didn't apply for this year. I
Right.
only applied for next year for the next intake.
Yeah.
Because I needed to understand the first phase
Yes.
of, because I had internship, I had learnership, and I had integrated learners.
Yes.
So I needed to understand how it works. So now I'm fully fledged. Only next year I will open up to get close to 50 learners.
No, it's like when your answers are being prayed.
You've been praying and now the answers are coming.
So now the answers are coming. I mean, we spoke about the exit plan. In the orphanages, we had a guest, and we were talking about orphanages, and we were saying that
he knows,
Treasure.
treasure.
Yeah.
So there was an issue that popped up to say, look, there is no exit plan for these kids, and I think what the services that you provide, they're going to actually cover that gap, because of now these kids are coming out of the orphanage. When you give them that opportunity to go and work, they'll be able to equip themselves, get experience.
They have to.
I loved it.
Yeah,
I really
they have
loved it.
Now we must just go start looking for those who are going out of orphanages.
Orphanages,
Then
yes.
now we start plugging them
Yeah.
to the plug.
Yes. Also,
You
good
plug
luck
into the
to
plug.
people out there that needs these opportunities. A lot of people would actually appreciate it.
I'm talking from the experience, because my nephew, he was on drugs. Then he had to go for a rehab. Then when I went there, I saw it as an opportunity to bring back, to say that most of the people that are with him is different. But, there are a lot of people that are going into drugs because of lack of opportunities. They don't know what to do. They roam around during the day.
Yes.
There's nothing that they can do. So, we can't just keep on talking. So I'm involved with the church. We're trying to come up with a plan to see how we can, especially for those who have qualifications, then we can start onboarding them into the learnership programs.
No,
She embodies.
The only thing, I was when she's involved, because of camera, I can't tell her. There's only one thing I know she's not involved in.
But you know what I like? What I like about her is actually she embodies what we stand for as anchors,
So
addressing those
remember,
social
remember you are saying she embodies what we are. No, she's the one who gave birth to what we are.
I see.
No, she gave birth.
Yeah.
No, she's here to
No,
see
it
the
makes
help of her
sense.
hands.
No, it makes sense. It makes sense.
Ah,
No, it
okay.
makes sense.
You
It
will
makes
start
sense.
getting some rules.
Because look, everything that you do,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I mean, you're addressing social issues that we have, that we see, that are out there, and yet you're still able to provide economic issues. And I think now is an opportunity for you to jump right into that in terms of the whole scope as to what is it that you do for
That I
us.
do.
No, but before you continue, like for now, as much as it's difficult for you to trust me.
Yeah. I trust you, but I know when
You know who you're dealing with.
Yeah, no.
But do you sometimes before you sleep, I'll stalk on social media, and I don't know libo mang baba stalker.
Yeah.
Kira ba o sing involved le bona. Again, o teng malome mara no.
They're scared of me. Yeah, they're scared of me because I'll jump. I'll tell you what I do. I'll tell you what I do. So I have a franchise. And I have advisors, and they're so super. They're so super. There I've employed close to 25 advisors.
Yeah.
It's a national footprint. I've got
Yes.
reps across the country.
That's impressive.
Yeah, but they report here, and their manager is based in George.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. It's across the country.
Wow, that's
Then I have a
impressive.
brokerage that I do group business and I do individual, and it's an independent. So I had to leave out my franchise. That's why there's a manager. There's two managers that are managing. They're managing the franchise, and there's big opportunities that is coming that side. So
Yes.
these are my partners that I'm always allocating kids.
Hey.
So now
So why is like you are asking us what's happening?
I feel like standing and dancing. I can't jive.
So those I'm involved there. So, but there's something that is very close to my heart. In 2021, when I left my employer, South African,
Yes.
2021, when I left my employer, I opened a black broker house. It's
Yes.
like not a house; it's a black broker forum.
Yes.
It's a forum where, because I've been a broker consultant my entire life.
Right, yes.
Then I know their needs. I know how they were disadvantaged in the industry.
Yes.
I know they are not being listened to. I know. Then I decided to say, you know what, let me start this. However, I had a price on it because I was not employed.
Yes,
I left
yes,
my
yes.
employer. Then I said, I'm going to run it as on a consulting basis. Then I priced them. So because it was 2021 and we were from COVID,
Yes.
a lot of them, they were like, we bankrupt, man. We couldn't work during 2020 and all that. Then I had to say, okay, it's fine. I'm still going to proceed with this and call it and register it as an NPC. We started with brokers that were very good brokers that are in the industry. They've been in the industry for more than 20 years and they're making it. They're multimillionaires, but they are still operating like spaza shops, So I said to them, move away from that. Let me start and groom you and show you how to do business. So we worked together. They started inviting. And we started seeing the platform with 50 brokers at a go. Then we needed to meet. Then fortunately, we got an opportunity to one of the insurers gave us a sponsor, and then we paid a hotel where we met for the first time. We invited, but I was very strict to say it has to be black, because as I say, black people are disadvantaged. We always say that. Until you get exposed and you understand that not only black people are disadvantaged.
That's true. That's true.
But it took me long to understand that. But I went with them, then we grew up. So the platform, that it's how many are we now? We're more than 140 black brokers in the group.
That's impressive. Wow.
So when we started, for it to grow in that manner, we started having broker engagement sessions.
Yes.
We came up with the concept to say, let's go and visit different insurers. And we don't go and visit an insurer without a CEO or a group CEO. We sit in a round table. We tell you our concerns. And then we want to work with you as a partner, but try to meet us halfway. We are businesses, and then we want to work as business. So we've been moving across, and close to 9 insurance industries invited us. We've been moving around, and that's when my name, started rolling all over the country.
Yeah.
And that's when I got to realize that a lot of CEOs, they've got WhatsApp groups. I didn't know. They've got, like, our saving group, WhatsApp groups.
They keep in touch.
There's a WhatsApp group that belongs to CEOs in the industry.
Wow.
Yeah, so my name was just circulating there. And but on a good cause, because we're saying we're bringing something to them. They didn't know. So now, luckily, most of these industries, they're working hard to change how they treat people and businesses, and that is very close to my heart. So we've registered that NPC as a Black Broker Forum. We are in a process of renaming it because we want it to be a collective, where we'll be adding on a lot of other races within that platform.
We
disadvantaged.
So Rena, we came here and say we are insurance industry expert, and then here's a real expert.
Hey, that is carrying the whole.
So I was Vivian, now if As anchors, we are here. We know you have experienced more than we do.
Yeah.
I've done what you have done with as a consultant, but never done it outside as an independent person. Now we are here as anchors. We're saying we want to help, we want to serve, we want to learn. So out of this, can you please give us an opportunity to come and serve in the forum, so that with our skills we can advise, we can in that, because sitting down and learning without doing anything doesn't work. And especially in terms of giving us opportunity to practice and engage with these people.
Yeah, the platform is there, and the nice part about that platform is we received a go-ahead from all the insurance industry. If we need a venue, they give us venues.
That's proper.
Yeah, they give us venues, so we don't have to struggle with anything.
And I'll Pelausiana Rasaliteng. No. Now I'm saying, hey, Bona. So, I'll call out as Vivian.
That's giving back.
That's giving back. Giving back.
As Vivian, back to you. Hey, you mentioned that when you started collecting these brokers, you noticed that a lot of them run source spaza shops.
Yeah.
Somebody that is watching out there, for them to be able to appreciate the impact that you are having out there, do you mind maybe just to elaborate more on that as to what you mean by that?
By spaza shop?
Yes, and what are some of the challenges or things these brokers are actually struggling with that which you are actually closing the gap there?
Okay. Yeah, so running a business is hard.
Absolutely.
It's very hard. So, I'm glad that I was a broker consultant before. Then I had to be a broker myself.
Yeah.
So that I understand
Yes.
why they were not making it. So compliance, compliance is a major problem because, legislation, especially on the financial services side, the FSCA is not playing.
It doesn't play.
So, there's always an amendment happening.
Yes.
Even now, even yesterday, some legislation was, every day there's new rules, new legislation, new whatever that is coming. So you need to keep up with the pace and time. So our people don't want to pay for services. They don't want to pay for compliance services. And again, you can't run a business without a system.
Yeah.
Sometimes we rely too much on the underwriter to give us system.
Yes.
You really need to have your own external administration system.
Right.
Especially when you deal with groups. You deal with funeral parlors or unions and all those. Or else they will tell you what you want to hear and you believe what they say.
Yes.
Those are businesses.
Yes.
Insurance is a business. And there's a lot of tips they're not even telling our people, whereby our people don't have, what is this, when you die?
Succession.
Succession plan.
Yes.
So we're saying a lot of especially 2020, we saw how a lot of people, they will always sometimes advise you to take something like a sole proprietor. Never take that thing.
Yes.
A sole proprietor, when you die, it dies. So you have to register a company that will remain, even if you are a sole partner there. They can come, your family, and just come in and take over
Yes.
and get an experienced person to come in and take over the business.
Yes.
So we are sitting here with businesses that are lying with the insurance industry where they're benefiting from those people.
Yes. Yes.
Insurance are sitting and getting money out of our parents because most of their businesses were closed because of regulation, or maybe their licenses lapsed, or maybe some of them were withdrawn because they couldn't understand minor things with compliance.
Yes.
So those are the things. So I will run a campaign myself. I will do it. I will do it whereby because it's a challenge. We're saying we have a body that is an FSCA.
Yes.
It has every year they give us a list of every year. This year it's more than I think 800 to 900 lapsed. That lapsed.
My word.
And if a broker lapses, the business, the people policies still continue paying.
Yes.
But the commission stops. So you can't be paid commission if your
so the
business
insurance
stops.
keeps the commission.
Yes.
Yeah.
So as I get a nagitima mollo. And I was very coming. No. So as Vivian, I think we know the challenge 800, 900 because of knowledge and business lapses. as next gen anchors, we are here to learn and give back and participate or practice whatever it takes. At anchors, we do advisory coaching and consulting.
That's good.
So we know we are within the industry. It's a form of giving back.
Yeah.
I think it's an opportunity for us to say, rather than pointing out, they don't have knowledge, they can't comply, and this one say comply. Why can't we be the middle people to assist in terms of information?
Yeah.
Because we are a non-profit company. You have already done your work of combining them. There's a forum, but you can't do everything. Obereka ka batho, obereka ka di student, obereka ka di organization. So we really need to help
to step in.
to step in and
step in,
and serve and
Yeah.
service.
Yeah.
It's an untapped,
it's an untapped thing that we need to attend to it it's critical.
It is.
Because sometimes even there are some kids, they don't want to be involved in their parents' business. But when they die, that's when they realize that the money stopped.
Yes.
You know, there was one insurer whereby, in June in 2020, that this guy was huge, but the family were not there.
They were not interested in the business.
We've got my platform. We've got brokers that are being paid close to $500,000 a month commission, that are being paid more than $1 million a month commission, yet their kids are not involved. And those are the people we're saying to them, the people that I have in my platform, we can open a bank. If we were together alone, because I know there was a time I was very tactful with them. I said to them, send me all your data. They send me.
So
I've got their things.
And then you could see. But you know what? Now I've got a question. I've got a
question. So I think these kids, ho na le bana ba o tshwana le rena ba o le reng a bane batswadi ba ba zulelang or ba ba starting di-company bona no re tlile ko ba house Vivian re tlhadi orphanage berekang ko haeng wa bona they must help. Can they let them be involved, because they'll bring some of us and then we'll rob their parents. Imagine ba kra somebody wa tlhako orphanage a kra opportunity ba mo tsentse ba tlhokomela this business
Data is money. We've got some of them that are specializing in churches.
Yes.
We've got some of them that are specializing in stock files.
Yeah.
We've got some of them that are specializing in individual business. My platform's got variety. We have long-term, short-term. We've got health.
Wow.
We've got land bank. The people that are with land bank. We've got property. We've got the ones that are only shares, that are dealing only with shares and dividends.
We're going to learn. We're going to definitely learn. I'm telling you.
Yeah, we've got everybody that is. It's a mixture.
Yeah.
But everybody's just still working solo. We're just trying to find each other and say, guys, let's do this alone.
So
the idea
2 questions.
Yeah.
This list that you get from FSCA, is it sent to you?
The FSCA.
Wait. The list that comes, is it sent to you, or do you go get it? And then if a business or a broker is suspended, the forum, can it help with unsuspending that business?
That was part of the plan why I started the forum.
Yeah.
As you say, I don't have the capacity now.
Yes.
Because I do a lot of things.
Yes.
It is still on the pipeline. So we don't get, remember, I'm a partner with insurance industries.
Yes.
So the insurance industry are the ones that get notified of those lapses.
Yes.
So it's only me just saying to them, give me a list.
Okay.
Because of POP Act and all that, they don't want to disclose the information.
Yes.
However, brokers know each other.
Yes.
Remember, those that are on the platform are the ones that are lapsing.
Yes.
So they know each other, and then they are the ones who are saying, how can we get help? How can we? Then we can only help those that we can help. So lately, I've seen a lot of brokers, they're selling their licenses.
And you can't sell that thing.
I don't know. Yeah, I thought you can't sell.
No, they can sell, but it's not wise for a person to sell that license because it's a legacy for you.
So that's why you need to step in.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of misinformed, and some of them don't understand what is happening. And because of, we are approaching the time where we have to pay FSC levies. So FSCA levies, and again, they know that maybe they owe compliance, maybe they owe SARS, maybe they owe. So there's so much compliance that is going on, and some margin of commission is little. because, as I say, kids don't want to be involved in businesses.
Yes. No, it's quite interesting what you're doing. And look, when Ankas is here.
I have one of my biggest client. He's got close to 35,000 members. I started him with 70 members. So I think that one I need to one day, he must come for this podcast. He will tell you how we met. You know, he came with his dad. He was an engineer. And he came with his dad to say that my dad is running a funeral parlor, but I need to understand the industry if I can step in.
Yes.
Then I took him in, then I mentored him.
And you showed him.
Whatever that I said, whatever that I said, he applied, and look at him today.
He's
That is
flourishing.
the data that he has of that 30,000 members. That is excluding the mines. He's huge. I was talking to him yesterday.
Wow.
So he's one of the people when I phone, as you say, he was like, hey, that's Vivian.
Yeah.
But
No, they can't miss a call.
yeah, but,
Stop what we're doing.
I love the fact that these are the people that don't forget where
They came.
Well, you understand, because he was an engineer. He never thought of this. Today he's working out around an idea of franchising his business.
No, that is quite big. That is quite big.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm right to ask this question, but obviously there's broker that has been suspended for too long rather. And if one of the family members know that maybe their parents used to run that broker, are they able now to come forward and say, listen, I know my father used to run this, it has been suspended for some time. And when they do, and you help them unsuspend the business, can they go back to claim the commission that was withheld because of the suspended status?
That's why I'm saying, unfortunately not. So what the insurance can do, you'll have to reinstate, obviously, your contract.
Yes.
With the same, it must be the same company.
Yes.
Then they reinstate and all that. They will never go back to history.
Yeah.
However, they can go back maybe to check because we have different structures with regards to commission structures.
Right.
So the retail mass division, they pay 24 months upfront commission. Then after 2 years, you get for the policies that remain in the book. You get the money. So that money still remains.
Yes.
So once you activate your policy, you can only get that portion.
Oh, okay.
It's a lot.
Yes.
It remains. Sometimes it's more than 400,000. That will be just lying there.
It's important to understand your contract because there is upfront commission, as you are saying.
Different.
There is also recurring as and when.
lifetimes.
As and when.
Yes.
And there is also high claim ratios.
Yes.
So if you so let's say your license lapse, and once it lapse, you have a book that an insurer must take care of it.
In the group
In the group side. And now they keep on paying claims and the group is not growing.
It's not growing.
So the book
it takes out.
Yeah, so they go.
There's no imbalance.
So there's technicalities,
Yes.
but it's good because of Vivian, what she says she has practiced and she has done it. You can rely on her information for sure. But I'm just mentioning this for those who are saying, license haga lapses. Yeah, Papa, 5 years ago. Let me go, and then it's a problem.
Yeah, no. I think that's very
you must come
sense.
with intention because obviously they will want to understand. And now because the regulation is hard, you still want to appoint maybe somebody who's experienced. That's why we're here.
Yes.
You need to get somebody who's experienced and then show you the ropes. And there's a lot of businesses that is dead out there,
Right.
yet alive with the insurance industry.
Let us go and say
It's a lot. But obviously, insured now, the person would need to come with intention of wanting to work the ground. You know, you can't give CPR to someone that wants to die. So if the kids are saying, "Look, I want to take this thing on," I think that's where the forum comes in, right?
If the child wants to come back,
Yes.
yeah.
No.
We've got a lot of people that are rich out there, guys. Our people.
And now we are here, we are not even rich.
Hey.
But we
I
are
don't know,
not living rich.
I find-
With these ideas. And
I find this so rich, and it's exciting me, and I like it. So please, Enkas is here to serve. So besides that, you mentioned that you were starting a water business. What happened to that water business?
yeah, then I was like, as I say, I grew tired of the insurance industry. Then I opened a water purification company. Everybody was laughing.
Yeah.
It was 2017. They said, how do you live here and open? Then I said to them, one day you'll stop drinking tap water.
Yes.
One day.
So
You were seeing up front.
So
already.
when I pila.
No, honestly, I said one day
Yeah.
you will all stop drinking tap water. I'll be your supply.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
Are you still in or total
What's
out?
happening in that space? I want to know also.
Unfortunately, it didn't go well. As I say, I relocated to Joburg when I went to work with that company.
Yes.
I left somebody behind who just killed the business. And it's just me. I was dependent. I trusted the person
Yeah.
to remain with the
Yes.
business. But they didn't do me justice.
So, Osvi, if we say we have somebody who already does water and bottle, and then when you have connects and contact, can you then be in contact with the person? And then there are agreement, then you become the consultant or a
Yeah.
distributor. And this guy is good in terms of make sure, when I just say contact this person, deliver this water there, then he runs.
Yeah, so what I wanted to do, I've opened a company now. Yes. It's the name of the company is Vipo.
Yes.
Vipo, it's water in Greece.
Yes.
Okay.
So it's a nice
Increase.
thing. Increase.
I'm coming back there, but please go on.
Yeah, so I've opened that with that thing because I went to, somebody took me, people, they hear of my story.
Yes.
And they took me to some and whatever. They wanted to fund me.
Yes.
To say that we want you in, man. We want to, because I had clients.
Yes,
And the
yes.
clients are still phoning me. I had funeral parlors that I
So-
was distributing. I
Wow.
had Chisanyamas. I had all those people. I
Yes.
was doing the marketing for the
Yes.
business. So they see, then they fetched me. Then they wanted me to establish another company. And I said to them, I know the work of establishing a water purification company. I went through that. I'm not gonna go back again. So what I can
make
do
sure.
is that was the plan.
Yeah.
Just to get a company that is there and that is already there, established.
Yes.
And then you understand?
Yes.
We get
Yes, yes,
We
yes.
get you.
Well,
Yes,
you know what you
yes,
should do,
yes.
South Vivian? You work so hard.
Oh, you mind to tell me if you have guys? What do you
Sometimes,
do?
you must know you have worked. We have soldiers on the ground. Just say what you want. He will make sure it happens.
deliver.
Yeah, so
We
what I
will
wanted to
deliver.
say
Yeah.
with me, I wanted Vipo to be in.
Yes, yes.
However, it says distributed by.
Yes. Well, now, when
I have client base. I don't want
And
to,
we
to
also-
disclose the name of the biggest.
no, don't disclose.
Yeah,
You even
but
have
I had-
hands. You have hands and
Legs.
And legs. Why not just be the mouth?
We'll
Yeah,
carry
I
you.
have chisanyamas, I have all these things. They're always asking me. And part of the plan was to
Now,
say,
amen.
no, and part of the plan was to say all the people that are in the platform,
Yes.
we start
Yeah.
with them. Brokers needs to have branded water.
True.
Yes.
They
True.
all have to have branded water. So we start with them.
Let's not just tell our plans before. 3 years ago, podcast.
They want support. You know, even
No,
this
not
one.
not the supporter ones. There are those ba fitla ba re mavula o valile o vule bana ba fihle ba di tswalle.
Ba tswalle.
Even this guy who's today a multi-millionaire, this guy, the one that I'm saying, he's got 30,000 membership. This guy is collecting how much in a month? He wanted me to supply him water. You understand?
Oh, you're tired of saying yes. Yes, we get you.
When you get out of here, we hope underwriting plug and play again. Give us your logo. You will see. We'll give you a sample. We'll give you
We'll
everything.
deal with
That will
you
be
proper.
great.
Yeah, the board. Whatever you want.
Client base
Call.
is there. So he wanted me. So I wasted too much of his time. He bought machinery.
He bought machinery.
He
Yeah.
bought machinery. He even took people out of their companies. He's got money, mas.
Yes.
Then those people are the one. So he's now manufacturing his
No,
own
he's
wood.
gonna be
He's
tired.
fine.
When he's
No, we
tired,
do have other.
no,
We do have a lot.
I'm saying when he's tired, sometime he can come back
Yeah.
because the work is hard. Don't worry.
Yeah. Work is hard. We'll do the work.
Do the work.
Yeah. So yeah, you do have it.
Sister, we do have it.
You can check.
We have soldiers on the ground who are waiting for these opportunities.
Anchors.
Yeah.
No, guys.
No, don't worry.
No, that's good news. So that's me.
And it's
in
very nice. You can
2017
start
when-
drinking. I see you haven't opened your bottle
So
yet.
proud of you. So that's me in 2017 when I left.
No, until now we are doing water for branding. We are not even selling.
We're not
For
even
now, we are
distributing
plugging
them,
you to
yeah.
the person who's doing it.
And it's nice.
We are-
water.
Yes.
It's nice.
Yeah,
water.
we are becoming the mini you. When I continue being you.
Yeah, no. So I just needed a manufacturer. I didn't want to go back there and just write distributed by, and I'll get you all those lines.
No, we actually. Yeah, you're very far. I was gonna do that.
No.
Yeah. You had started the business that failed, and this is now we're trying to sum up everything from everything that you do.
No, it's not. She didn't start the business that failed. She hasn't failed. She was practicing.
Yeah.
Which one? Oh, the water
The water
purification.
business, yeah.
Yeah, I was not that involved. Remember, I think
Yes,
those
yes.
were the mistakes that I did. That I was, even when we partner, we have to do due diligence.
Yes.
So it's
very
very
important, eh?
critical.
It's very-
very critical. So we trust what we see, and that was my fallout. So I had to learn with that. But I'm glad that I'm of Christ.
Yeah.
I love God.
Sorry for disturbing you. You can continue the question. Of Christ, every time after 12, she writes 3 things. God's mercy, God's
God's
love,
God's grace, and thank you, Lord.
and thank you, Lord.
Yeah,
Every day after 12.
every day.
Wow. Okay. So I think maybe it's fine.
You follow me?
Yes. No, no, okay, it's a keep on man.
She's shocked.
I can change. I
I
don't
wanna
change.
she's doing
Me, I don't
something.
change. I won't change. Oh,
I love God, yeah, because
you can't take me from orphanage and then when I'm wearing suits and blacks, and then I change. I get half. Am I crazy? I get half. I can't change.
I want to take this opportunity to be a student as well, and I'm sure to everyone else out there. You've had a great impact on many people's lives, right? You've helped people transform their lives. People are where they are better off because of the influence that you had over them. How do you manage not to have the God powers in your head and keep yourself humbled in a sense of saying, I made this person must,
Yeah.
how do you detach yourself from that? Because I think a lot of people in a space of mentoring, it's so difficult for them to, yes. How do you do it?
Yeah, I think I always say God is love, ne?
Yeah.
And you mentioned something that this is a calling.
Yes.
I think I was called in, for this. I was not even aware.
Mm.
You start something that you think is just a passion. And that's me. So I always know that only now I'm learning a lot. I read the Bible every day. So I got to realize, Jesu was just as simple as me. And I'm a simple girl.
And he was a businessman, Jesus.
Jesu was a businessman.
Yeah, let's not forget
Jesu, I'm a little Jesus. I'm a little Jesus. I always say he was just, a lot of people, they always judge me with my car, and I love it.
Yes.
People, they will always judge you with what they see. And it's best so that they can just stay away from you.
Plus, I remember the question you got when you got outside.
Yeah.
But I can't say J.
You see,
But I get you.
You see,
I
even
get
if-
No,
you.
but now I was not questioning. I was questioning the sticker. Yeah, let's not go there.
Yeah,
Because
the
that
Ons.
stick.
Ons. Did you see that?
even
Yes.
the kids at church, they will always say, what is that? And I'm like, oh, this sticker. I'm not going to. I lost 2 cars. They stole 2 cars. Ne?
Yes.
So when I bought this one, you know why I'm driving this car?
No.
It's when it was for the water purification company. It was to transport water and all that. Then I started seeing a lot of buggies moving around because mine was bought in 2017. Then and they started stealing them. And I'm like, again. so the ons, it's something like it's my uncle's child.
Yes.
He's one of the top DJs in Soshanguve.
Yes.
So they do have an event once a year. It's an event. So a lot of people, when they see it, they identify the sticker. They don't touch my car.
I see.
Yeah, they're
I
thinking
see.
it's for that company. So I'm
Yeah,
saying, I am going to
But now the sticker is actually naughty
You know
if you
what?
look at it.
It's not naughty. So we must make sure that we work. And when you put the anchors, it's about ne?
Yeah.
By the time it now,
That's
no,
it, yeah.
because it's there, it's coming.
Yeah,
It's
so
coming.
I've learned to say that, let's be humble, like and be grateful for life. So as I say, and I always say, when I went back into my community, when I lost that business, the water purification, we had 70 learners under the learnership that were working there, purifying water. So because as I say, I had a lot of clients that we were handling. 2020, we saw multiple profit because most of the bottle companies were closed. We were the one distributing, but unfortunately it didn't work out well, as I say. But so I've learned to be very humble, to say I thank God every day that He's always granting me this grace to carry on, and I think even the church that I belong to now, it's they do have a care department. I form part of it.
And you're there.
I'm there.
Of course, it makes sense. It's only right.
I form part of it. It's always reminding me that there's still a lot of work that we need to do.
Yes.
And we need a lot of Vivian out there.
As Vivian, the work you're doing is amazing, still amazing. And I'm saying this because of the book I'm reading, Captain, The 12 Rules of Life, an Antidote to Chaos by Dr. Jordan Peterson. He talks about when you do one act of goodness to the next person, it can actually, that person is going to be able to carry it on to the next person and on and on and on. But now when you sit down and look at the people that you've helped, every time when we say thank you to God, it's great blessings to you.
Thank you.
Because what you did to him, he's actually doing it to me. Hopefully the sickness, I will get it also to go and infect another person.
Yeah.
But what would be your parting words? What is one thing that you want to say to someone sitting at home? I don't know. You know about hope? Hope is it's the cure to everything. But someone that has no hope about life, someone that is dead inside but working, what would be your words of comfort?
Actually, you are right, Tato, with that question. Thank you for some of us, when we entered financial industry, it was charity. It was not an intention to go in it. And when you go there, no one takes you serious. And it's associated with people who don't have, like, people don't see opportunities in that. So what is it that you can tell the people to know that actually, I say, there is life and there is hope in this industry?
Yeah. Thank you again, for this wonderful conversation that we had today. What I can safely say is a lot of our young kids, it's unfortunate that they learn from grade R until grade 12 without understanding what is the insurance industry. And a lot of people, youngsters, when they leave school, they're thinking to be in the financial services, you need to be a rep. You need to move around. They don't know of a lot of opportunities that are there. So we have, it's critical that I think when they leave school or when they are in grade 11 and 12, they start going to the website, just try to visit different websites where they can look into critical skills, scarce, that is required in the financial industry. What I know is the FSCA, they do have it on their website where they will write a lot of what is needed. Even INSETA.
I've seen that, yes.
Yeah, the INSETA is one of the insurance. INSETA is a INSETA for insurance. It will
It's insurance SETA.
Insurance SETA, yeah. It will give you a guideline of what is a critical skill so that you get employed. You will never do that course and not get employed. So, but I'm here, Vivian is here to say that I always give my services, to say I have a back office, they know this. They're used to me now to say that should there be a need for any youngster who's disadvantaged or who's challenged and they really want to be in the financial industry, you know, they are free to communicate through you, through Anchor, and we can be in a position to assist and support and see how they can get through the different, especially in SETA.
Yes.
So INSETA does allow learnerships. There's a bursary that is still, I think, open now. I'll share it with you as well, where those who might want the disadvantaged, they can still apply and go to university and study what they really want to study. Yeah.
No, that's great. That's
Yeah,
great. That's
one day you must take anchors to INSETA, and I was Vivian, so that they can serve.
Yeah.
So,
Yes.
so to my last parting words,
Yes.
parting words to the elders at home. They are kids. Not all the children are ungrateful. So there are those who just one opportunity will grab it and run with it. And to the kids who are ungrateful, please just know you are ruining opportunities for others. And as Vivian, I hope you know today you have seen your work of saying by just being there for somebody who had no one.
Yeah.
And today is who he is, and look at what you have done. Because of, I think you in heaven you'll find a crowd. If people they say there's no heaven, but there's hell and heaven. At the same time they say, hey, do you know so the things? So when you go to heaven one day, you'll receive your crown, because not mainly did you help me, you have also helped Tat. But not did you also help Tat. We are here. He says maybe he's gonna get that infection, but he's already infected because of his the questions, and spending his time here is a way of giving back. We all have our different gifts, Tato, and we might not know how we are using them, but you're already in it. And thank you so much, Vivian, for coming.
Thank you so much.
No, indeed. Thank you so much. I can't take much from that. But my parting words to you is that when somebody takes their name and covers you up with that name, your actions should always to protect that name. Because you ruined it, you don't only ruin yourself, but you're ruining the person that is mentoring you. So as Vivian, thank you so much. I really enjoyed this conversation. It was so nice. It was so enlightening. And I'm sure they'll also be enjoying it. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.